right, so because it's the new season, and maybe some people, because I've gotten so many subscribers in the past month, obviously not all for football, but maybe you're watching this for the first time. This is my recap for the weeks of football. On the left-hand side, I'll put it up. Let me just put it up here, and then I'll talk about it. So that look at how bad that is. Look at terrible week one. So what I will always do every week is on the left-hand side of the screen, you will see the record for that week. Now, because we're only week one, I don't have to put anything on the right-hand side. But starting in week 2, there will be a thing that says total, and then I'll put the record for all the combined weeks. So for the first 2 weeks, I'll have 6-9-1 plus whatever my record is for week 2, and that'll be on the right-hand side of the screen right above my head. With the total overall for my regular season picks. I will separate it. I do a separate one, a separate record for postseason, and then at the end of the year, just for fun, I combine the records and see what my total overall is. And then, I go over like my best week I had, my worst week I had, which right now, this is a bad week. So again, that's the gist of it. I have things set up for, predictions, and then we, at the end of the week, we'll look over my predictions. So if you have not seen that video, I talk about all these picks, why I picked these. This video, I literally am just going to talk about, the record, where I got right, where I got wrong. And, and we're week 1, and we really have a tie. So, it's a fun season. First 2 games, right off the bat, Buffalo, New Orleans, 2 wins right there, and that's where I started slipping. The next 3, Carolina, San Francisco, Cincinnati, all losses. Just absolutely terrible. I didn't know, they were going to play in a monsoon in Chicago. So the last time the Niners played in a monsoon, I think it was in Washington. It was 9-6. Niners won 9-6. So they struggle in downpours. And if I would have known and had that knowledge of, hey, there's going to be a downpour, there's going to be flooding, they're going to play underwater essentially in Chicago, I probably would have been like, okay, well, Chicago's more used to the field, so I think I'm going to go with them. But I can't do that. I don't have prior knowledge of the future. So, I picked San Francisco, so, it sucks. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, I mean, probably game of the week. Probably the best game out there. I think I would say so. I think it's... just looking at... Well, Denver, Seattle... We'll talk about that game, which I already made a video on yesterday. Denver, Seattle was a pretty interesting game, too. But I think I would give the crown to Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. So, I'm okay. I got that one wrong. There's not much I could have done about that because Pittsburgh's defense is very good. And again, it's a division rival. And I even stated last week in my video that, hey, the AFC North always plays each other very hard. It doesn't matter if one team is good, 3 teams are bad, 3 teams are good, 1 team is bad. No matter what, all 4 teams try to kill each other. So they're always going to play down to the wire. It's always going to happen. And this is what happened. And Pittsburgh, again, came out on top in overtime. Then we got Philly win, Indianapolis tied with Houston, so there's the tie. Miami I got right, Baltimore I got right, Jacksonville I got wrong. That was actually a pretty interesting game, and they had a chance to win that game, and Trevor Lawrence just ended up throwing a very bad pick. So, that could have easily been a win too, but, it wasn't. Tennessee I got wrong. I don't know what to think of the Giants. Maybe the Giants might be better than what I thought. Now, that's not saying a lot. I don't know. Who's the Giants week 2? I forget who the Giants week 2 for opponent is. I'll have my video. I'll have my week 2 video coming up later today, too. But if they beat whoever they beat in week 2, maybe they are a little better than I thought they were. But that's not, high standards. That's just Tennessee is not... Tennessee's falling apart. Kansas City, Arizona. I had, Arizona upsetting, but, Patrick Mahomes just diced. What do you have? I think he had 5 touchdowns against that Arizona defense, and they just did not look good at all. All the Kyler memes are already starting where he wanted to get home early for double XP weekend. Raiders, Chargers, I got that one right. Interesting game. Devontae Adams went off, but the rest of the team did not. And the Chargers defense, I knew they were going to be good. So, I'm happy I got that one right. And I'm excited. Tomorrow, Chiefs, Chargers. So if that Chargers defense, if they somehow stop Mahomes, I'm going to say they have a top 3, maybe the best defense in the league, maybe. Again, Buffalo's up there too. So, Chargers, I'm excited to see how they do tomorrow night. Green Bay, Minnesota, I don't even know what to say. I got an L for that one. I'm just gonna hold that L right there. That's God. Tampa, Dallas. I should have made this one blue. Really thinking about it. I thought, Dak is healthy, Zeke is healthy. Yes, they lost Amari Cooper, but I thought they would do well. I thought that defense was okay. They are the only team in Week 1 to not score a touchdown, and they did not look good. Even when before Dak got injured, it was not a fun game at all. It was sloppy by Tampa too. I mean, they only scored 1 touchdown and a whole bunch of field goals. I believe they missed a field goal too. So Tampa had a sloppy night down in Dallas too. But it was just not a fun game to watch. But again, in my opinion, what is the second funnest game? Denver, Seattle. I picked Denver. I hold my L for that one. I had Seattle being, again, a top 5 worst team, which I kind of explained in my yesterday's video going over this game. I thought they're going for a high draft pick. They're tanking. Geno Smith got MVP chance 2 nights ago. Monday Night Football, Geno Smith got MVP chance. And over Russell Wilson. Again, obviously it's in Seattle, so they're going to boo the heck out of Russell Wilson. But he went out. He had an amazing day. It took him a quarter and a half to throw an incompletion. So, it was a very fun game. And right off the bat, Seattle took a 7-0 lead, and instantly it's like, oh my, this is going to be an interesting game. And Denver should have won this game, but they decided to take a 64-yarder field goal and missed. So, I talk about that. That's the Packers' former offensive coach there for you. But, he actually did, pretty well in Green Bay. But it's one game. I'm not going to, obviously fully judge him off of one game. But it was a pretty bad decision by him. So, again, overall, terrible week. I'm hoping I can bounce back next week. I'm really hoping. So for now, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe. And later today, I will be having my Week 2 predictions coming out. Obviously, we have a game tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Thursday, as I've already stated before, with the Chiefs and Chargers. So, Chiefs and Chargers in Arrowhead. So it'll be a very interesting game. I already signed out. I'm out of here. Peace.